Well, Monda, Josh here from Londonderry Dodge, and here I thought I'd show you one of those Chrysler 200s that you're inquiring about. Now, we do have several different types. This is a limited, like I sold to my cousin here recently, which I mentioned. And then we do have some a little bit more basic, quite a bit fancier, whatever you really want. The reason I'm showing you this one is because this is a nice medium load. Again, it's one that's recommended my cousin and I like. And I'll kind of just point out little differences so you can get in other ones if you like. But, so here we are. So limited, 2015. This we're right in the medium trim. So this one does have the bigger engine. It's 3.6 liter Pentastar. You're looking at about 295 horsepower. So it does rocket pretty well, especially with the 9-speed behind it. And, but it still gets very good fuel mileage as well. Now at the front, you take a look, headlights there. They are projector bulbs, so they're about 10% brighter than a regular bulb. And we got the fog lights below, which you look good. And this is deep cherry red, one of my favorite colors for sure, hence I happen to be showing it. Got nice wheels in that on her as well. And it's just a nice looking car from the outside. Of course, being a V6, it does have the dual exhaust on it as well. And really nice about this car, we got a remote start. Now this, being the mid-load, it does have cloth inside. It's a premium cloth, it is very nice sit-in, and it is heated. But the other nice thing too is the steering wheel is also heated, and they both work in conjunction with the remote start, which is again very nice. So here we have our power windows, locks, mirrors, power cloth seats, which I was pointing out, automatic headlights, and I'll just hop inside here for a sec. Now one of the first things you're going to notice about this vehicle is we have lots of buttons on the steering wheel. So these here are for your center screen, making sure you just about everything about the vehicle that you really want. Fuel economy, trip info, what we're listening to on the radio. We can actually customize a screen, maybe put a, say, distance to empty or compass or something up there, whatever you really want. Here we've got our Bluetooth controls, which is very handy nowadays for your hands-free calling. So there's 3 demerits if you don't use it. Here we've got our cruise control, and then we've got our paddle shifters too. So again, 9-speed transmission does work very efficiently, but if you want to switch the gears yourself, you most certainly can. And then below them, down about here, we have a couple other buttons on both sides of the steering wheel, which controls stereo. Speaking of stereo, here we have a Uconnect 8.4a screen. Very handy, very easy to use, and it's intuitive. So if you see a button or something and you want to do something, just touch the button, it is going to do something for you. So in this case, we have AM, FM, we're on Sirius satellite radio right now. Now we've got our media player as well, so we can Bluetooth music from our phone, we can use auxiliary in or USBs, I'll point out where those are in a bit. Here we've got our controls for heated seats, heated steering wheel. Now of course if you go for the leather interior, there is an option that you get vented seats as well, but that's completely up to you. Dual zone automatic climate control. Now this one doesn't have navigation in it, now you can add it if you like, or some of them do come with it already. So that's up to you, and that navigation is designed by Garmin. It works very well. In this case, we can pair up to 9 phones, and it's just a nice screen. Here again are largely buttons for doing the same thing. Here's our controls here for our 9-speed transmission. Now if I put in reverse, of course we do have the big backup camera on there. And one of the nice things too is if I turn the steering wheel like I am now, those grid lines move too. So you can kind of have a pretty good idea where we're going to. And then we have the sport mode as well. Now that puts transmission a little higher setting, so it wants to stay in the lower gears longer, gives a little bit more throttle response, and with 295 horsepower you do feel it. There's our electronic park brake that we use now. And here we got the cup holders, but right underneath we've got our USB auxiliary for music, 12 volt. Now that is pretty deep back there and it keeps on going underneath. And we got a little pass through here, so we've got storage underneath. It's supposed to be big enough so you put a full-size iPad in there. Same as we do with our glove box here. It's quite deep. And then we have a deep center console here as well. Now this car has got the smaller sunroof. Of course, again, with no sunroof. This is one that my cousins picked. And then you can get the big moonroof on some of them as well, if that's what you prefer. I didn't quite get a hold of it yet, so I'm not sure if you have kids or not, but if you do, there is quite a bit of room back here. Like, I'm not the smallest person in the world. If you take a look, yes, we have quite a bit of leg room, and it's a pretty nice place to be. And then lastly, you might not be able to tell from a car this size, but the trunk is actually pretty massive, so I'm just going to pop it here. Again, use the key button right there. And here, there's just your floor mats, but it is a deep trunk. Now, of course, those back seats do fold flat, so if you have skis or a snowboard fit in there, yeah, no issue at all. But anyways, Armand, again, my name's Josh here from Londonderry Dodge. If you have any other questions for me, absolutely feel free to get a hold of me at 780-473-6388, or you can email me and I'll get right back to you. Anyways, you have a great day. Bye.